home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter-Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So NC State's offense will take the field first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Looking for space. It's Scott. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you can tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. To the air, it's Bailey. Finds his man, it's Scott. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
That's reeled in. It's Rogers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running the red zone. It's Scott. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Scott. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now we're going to room to operate. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively,
he's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TV.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will take the field for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go. You've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Power football with the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Right back to the well. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the catch. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Line is set on third down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but that was a very slow developing route concept, and I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. For 6. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent... He's got it, first down and more. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ship. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Green. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit.
There we go. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Scott. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Grimes. Nice move. Creates some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, NC State!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Ship. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire 1st half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the 1st half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. On the move to his left. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Finds his man. It's Grimes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. It's complete to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his back in the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Powers through the defender. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run on the doorstep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them everywhere. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
To cover here. Lopez wants to fire. Fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd. On the run, fires downfield. Right on the money. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Let's go. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Hauls it in, the first down and more. a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the route is on.
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
North Carolina, 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Lopez to pass. Right on the money. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Up-tempo for the offense.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tar Heels are on the move. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! A great catch and run for 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Here comes the 2-point try. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Back to the ground game on the left. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a fourth down looms, and decision time for this offense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Lopez wants to fire. Finds the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Lopez to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB spicy. No gain on the play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Big fella moving. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. NC NC State sending the offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Got his man on the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much.
you